I am so close to hitting my goal of $100,000 portfolio right now, and I am super excited. I'm hoping 2021 will be the year where I hit this milestone. Obviously, so much can happen, so I'm not going to guarantee anything, but things are looking good right now. So today is going to be a monthly update of my portfolio, and today we are doing $80,000 stock portfolio, and this is insane. Just a month ago for my mid-monthly update of December, it was a 69,000. So in just a month, this portfolio has grown over $10,000. A mixture of gains and also obviously a mixture of some money I deposit on a weekly basis, but most of it is coming from these gains. So pretty much my portfolio in true deposits has been about $50,000, and I have had $30,000 in gain. So on today's episode, we're gonna do the following. I'm gonna share you the secrets of my super amazing secret investing style. Just kidding, it's gonna be the simplest investing style you have ever seen. And we're also gonna take a look at my top winners. We're gonna take a look at losers, right? We have to learn from these losers. What can I get from them? What am I gonna do differently next time? And I'm also just gonna show all of my positions. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up. It helps so much with the YouTube algorithm. And you should also see a link to Webull. Make sure to get your free stock on the description below. So let's get started. All right, like I mentioned, today we are going to do a portfolio update. I might have lied a bit. I'm not at 80,000 yet. I'm at 79.1. But obviously, for the thumbnails, 80,000 sounds a lot better. So this is an update for January 15th of 2020. And we can see on pure gains, this is not deposits. On pure gains, my portfolio is up about 62% and it's up about $30,000 right now. If you have been following this series, you know that, hey, I like to keep a track of how my portfolio is doing. So like I mentioned earlier, I am a long-term investor and I'm not here trading. I put money to work every single week, and every single week I buy new stocks and I actually make a video about them. So here, when I first started this video series, which was June 20th, my portfolio was up about $5,000. Now, if we take a look 3 months after, in September 2nd of 2020, my portfolio was up $14,000. And these numbers are pure gains from stocks, not money deposit. Fast forward to December 14th, my portfolio was up $22,600. Now, fast forward to now, January 15, the close of January 15, so January 16, my portfolio is up $30,256. And unfortunately, I wish this episode would have been a day ago, because this most recent Friday, my portfolio closed about $1,300 down. So I definitely would have made that 80,000 list. And here I just want to show you guys the overall SPY since that June 2020th date. The overall SPY has gone up 20%. Like we saw earlier, portfolio has gone up 61.92%. So I'm pretty happy with my returns, and we're going to take a look at how I got these returns. So now let me take a quick look at my strategy, right? It's super simple. And again, in this investment style, there's no one way to invest. My investment style might not work for you, and your investment style might not work for me. And this is the truth, right? There's no perfect way. You can make money your way and I can make money my way. The only difference is how we act towards it emotionally. And to me, the number one rule is to be able to take away emotions from this portfolio or from my investment styles, right? The way my portfolio is right now, any day, I personally don't look at my account every day. If I do, it's because I'm a member of my Discord channel. And check out the Discord, guys. It's free to anybody that wants to join. I post every time I buy. I post every time I sell there. Sometimes a member might be like, Jose, what is going on right now? The market is down about 1-2%. So that's when I take a look at my portfolio. But me checking my portfolio is not something I do on a regular basis. That's because I have removed all emotions from my investments. And we could be in a bear market and I would be able to sleep sound at night. So for me, what is my main thing? I invest long term. I put money to work into the market every single week. Every single week, I put somewhere between as low as $200 in the market to as high as a few thousand into the market, depending on the type of week. Some weeks might be good, some weeks might not be bad. But a minimum at month, I put about $1,000 per month at minimum. And again, every month with new forms of incomes that I'm getting. I'm starting to increase that investment a little bit more every single month. So my other thing, come in with an open mind. There's, like I mentioned, no one way to invest. I've been into this market. I'm a self-taught investor, and I've been doing this for about 6-7 years. But this portfolio that I have here, I started it in November of 2019, so about a year and 3 months ago. And this is when I really started going on with my YouTube series. So I wanted to track a new portfolio while I was doing my YouTube series. And throughout my experience, like I said, I've done this for about 6-7 years. I've learned that there's no one way. You can have a 10 position portfolio, do amazing. You can have a 25 position portfolio, do amazing. You can have a 5 position portfolio, do amazing. You can have a 65 position portfolio and do amazing. And that's where I'm at right now. I personally have multiple positions in the market. I have 66 stocks. I'm one of those guys that don't mind owning a little bit of everything. But we're going to see, even though it seems like I'm very, very diversified, I'm only concentrated in X amount of markets. I'm concentrated in the gaming, in the cloud servers, in the tech components, cloud security, consumer products, the e-payment and e-commerce. So I'm pretty much in just like 7 sectors within those 66 positions. I also believe that it's good to have some form of concentration. So I have things that I call my tier 1 stocks. My tier 1 stocks are 9 companies that hold a nice portion of my portfolio. These are my top 9 stocks, and I actually might be shifting some around. Some of my tier 1 stocks might be leaving, and I might have new tier 1 stocks in my positions, and I'm still debating about it. It takes some research on my part before shifting. But like I said, I do believe some form of concentration is important. A lot of investors I follow have about a 25 position portfolio. So for me, my top 25 positions make up about 2/3 of my portfolio, in both cost basis and current value basis as well. My other 41 positions make up the other 1/3 of my portfolio. So you can see, even though I have huge amount of positions, I'm still very concentrated in those top 25 positions, as they make up over 2/3 of my portfolio. So every time I buy in companies, I'm looking for companies in strong markets, markets that I believe will continue to grow. Like I mentioned, if you guys can see here to the list, these are the markets I believe are very bullish right now. And I might want to add like augmented reality, virtual reality into this mix. I look for companies that are growing fast. I want some high revenue growth stocks. I want some strong balance sheets, and I continue to buy winners. And this is something a lot of the greats mention, like Buffett, like Fisher. They're like, buy your winners. It's one of the most it's one of the things that doesn't make sense, right? You're buying stocks that are all-time highs. Why? They are all-time highs for a reason. They're growing for a reason, right? I'm not saying go buy every all-time highs, but for companies that I've done my due diligence and that I see are winners, I'm gonna keep buying. So that's pretty simple, my strategy. Multiple positions. The multiple positions allow me to sleep well at night. I do my due diligence. I understand every single company I'm in right now in one way or another. Obviously, the heavier they are in my portfolio, the more I understand about them, the more bullish I am on them. The less positioned they are in my portfolio, probably you would also understand. I would also have less understanding of them. But at the end of the day, all my positions are positions I believe will beat the overall market. So next, if you guys want to learn about becoming a better investor, make sure to check out my Patreon, where every week I put educational videos to teach you how to be a better investor, right? I'm not here giving you information of of what stocks I buy and what stocks I sell. That doesn't matter, right? It's more important to learn how to find these stocks and how to research them instead of just copying other people. So that's what my Patreon is all about. So make sure to check it out. I will be closing it this Sunday for the month of January. So make sure to sign up. All right, so now let's take a look at my top 5 winners. And one thing I want to do is I compare it to my last month video just to see how things are different. So in now January 16th of 2020, my top 5 winners are Celsius, Cerence, Sea Limited, Roku, and Square. These 5 stocks have given me about $12,000 in gain. More than 1/3 of my gains come from my top 5 winners. And obviously, if I knew they would be my top 5 winners, these are the stocks I would have only purchased. But I don't have that kind of 2020 hindsight where I can be like, Jose, you just need to buy these 3 stocks. And one thing I forgot to mention, right? My portfolio has gone up about $10,000 compared to my last video, and my gains have gone up by about $8,000. So $8,000 in gains from my positions have come in from my portfolio. The other 2,000 have come in from just me depositing. So in the past month, I deposited about $2,000 into this portfolio. And like I said, I'm hoping to hit this $100,000 by the end of the year. But we all know the market, it can be very volatile. It can probably be one of the worst years, but I am prepared and I'm just hopeful at the moment. So now my top 6 to 10 winners. My top 6 to 10 are PDD, AMD, Spotify, Disney, and Crowd. All in different markets, right? PDD is e-commerce, AMD is semiconductor, Spotify is audio streaming, Disney is more of entertainment in all types of forms, and then we have Crowd, which is in the cybersecurity. So you can see all different markets, all markets I am bullish on. And again, if I was lucky, I would have picked these top 10 stocks, my top 10, to be my only portfolio, but I don't think I would have been able to select these 10. And right now, my top 10 only make up about $5,000 in gain, where about a month ago, they were $4,900. But it's not only about the winners, right? We have to take a look at the losers, and I'm gonna talk about what my losers mean. So right now, my top 5 losers are CD Projekt, Glucose Health, Amazon, CuriosityStream, which is a recent new buy, and Dropbox. But if we take a look at Amazon, I'm down $1 in. CuriosityStream, I'm actually up 51 cents, and Dropbox, I'm actually up $5.37. My major loss is CD Projekt right now, and that is down $150 for me. My overall price, I think, was about $18. Right now, it's sitting about $17. But again, this is a company that I believe is very undervalued right now, and there has been a bunch of reaction. So with my losers, I don't think I'm gonna do anything differently. I'm not gonna plan on selling anything. And my total losses since 2020, and counting my realized losses and my unrealized losses, is about $505 of realized and unrealized. So you can see losses barely are hitting my portfolio right now. I am thankful. Like I said, market's very volatile, and this can change all in a matter of a day. But right now, things are looking good. And about a month ago, my total losses, both realized and unrealized, made up about 953. I had amazing month with Teladoc. Teladoc was a loser for me last month, but now that one is a big winner. Intel Corporation was also a big loss for me last month, and now it is a big winner. So like I said, sometimes time, right? I'm here for a long-term investment. So sometimes some of my stocks might do bad, and some of your stocks might do bad. But like I said, I've done my due diligence. I'm not here to sell. You can see I'm it's very rare for me to sell. This month I did make a few sales, but that was just to trim positions to buy OTGLY, CD Projekt. And that's because I'm very, very bullish in the overall valuation of the company right now. So if you can see, my portfolio is a mixture of growth stocks. We saw companies like Celsius, like C, and then companies that I believe are not growing as fast, but their valuations are still pretty low. I had OTGL, Intel, Dropbox, right? So I'm in Disney, for example. These companies are not growing the fastest level, but I still believe they are undervalued. So my portfolio is a mixture of both growth investment and value investment in some form. So now here are my positions, and you can see I have 66 positions. I have 67 if you count cash, but I only have about $5 in cash, so I don't think that should be counted. I got to put that money to work, right? And I have here on green. On green, I have all my top 5 winners. So my top 5 winners are actually my number 1 to 4 position in current value, but that's just because they keep on winning and they keep accumulating. I am not going to sell out of a position I am bullish on because the stock price has jumped up dramatically. I will never sell a position because of that. I would sell a position if I believe their valuation now, if I sell now, that money I get there is going to be better off in some other company. And you're going to see here, I also have, I'll go into there a bit. Then I also have my blue. My blue are my top 6 to 10 positions. And here you have Spotify, which is number 8, Disney, number 10 in actual position size, AMD, which is number 12, CrowdStrike and PDD with number 19 and 20. So they're so low in my portfolio, but they still make such a huge impact into my portfolio gains. So even a small position in your portfolio can really make a difference. And you're like, Jose, how do you look at all these positions? Like I said, I'm a long-term investor, so I'm not really worried about quarter to quarter. If I read about a company in a quarter, see how things are going, and things are going great, that's fine. That's all the due diligence I need to do because I already did my initial due diligence on them. And since I'm a long-term investor, I understand one bad quarter doesn't mean the company's gonna go bad. Just like one good quarter doesn't mean it's a turnaround story for a company. So I don't have to look at all these companies all the time. Even if I take a look at them every 2 quarters or so, I'll be fine. And that allows me to really find what companies I'm very, very excited about. And maybe some I might start reducing. Then on red, you're going to see on red are my top 5 losers. We can see OTGL, Dropbox, Amazon, Curie, and Glook. Like I mentioned, they make up less than $200 in unrealized losses. So I'm not doing anything about them. I'm still pretty happy about these positions. I do have some new positions in my portfolio, and this is something I haven't done before. My new positions are OTGLY, or OSS, Curie, and Glook, and also Lazar. So that's ticker OTGLY, ticker OSS, ticker CURI, ticker LAZR, and ticker GLUC. I've done videos on all of them. If you guys want to learn more about them, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I also added a nice amount of positions. So all here, you're going to take a look. I put a plus on all the positions I've added. In this past month, I added on Techie, one of my tier 1 stocks. I've added on NVIDIA. I added on NIO. NIO is one electric vehicle in the scooter market, and one that many people might see is overextended. Same with NVIDIA, but I don't mind adding more. Okta is another one I added. Amazon is one I've added this past month, and Zoom are ones I added this past month. I actually sold a lot of positions, and these are more like trimming positions. I sold about $50, $100 here and there just to build up a position to buy OTGLY. Most of them are in the gaming platform because OTGLY is a gaming stock. So I kind of wanted to trade markets with markets. So I sold some Activision. I sold Uber, Melly, I sold some EA Games, I sold some Nintendo, I sold some AYX, I sold some Magnite, I sold some Peloton, I also sold some, what else did I sell? Crowd and PDD, and also some Activision. And like I mentioned, I sold very small positions like $50, $75 here on there in about 10 positions to build up about $1,000 to invest in OTGLY. At the moment, I'm very happy with my portfolio. Let me know, what are your thoughts? Well, how is your portfolio doing? Did you learn anything in this video? I mean, I'm hoping something came out of here. To me, the number one thing is there's no one investment style. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna be like, Jose, why don't you just invest in the SPY? I don't think I've beaten the SPY. The SPY is not gonna do these types of returns. The only one I would say is maybe if I would have invested in like ARK. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy. I enjoy doing this and I enjoy my investment styles. So maybe I could do better investing in ARK. But at the end of the day, I enjoy it, and that's all it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like always, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to find out more, I am doing live streams on Twitch. And I take a look at companies you want me to look at there. So I do it Mondays and Tuesdays at 8:30. And I will be doing one tomorrow, Sunday, at about 10 o'clock in the morning for those that can't make it at night. So take care, guys. Have a good night and see you next time.